Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
All right, let's get this thing started. Thanks for being here. My name is Sandy. This is JB.
Hello.
Trisha's here too.
Hi, everybody.
And JB, I got to let you know something real quick right out of the chute here. I've started Strava stalking you.
Oh, he's obsessed with Strava.
My bike rides. My rowing. I haven't rowed in a while. That goes on there too.
Yeah, I see that. That's an efficient workout, isn't it?
He's all I know.
That thing. Love that
I know,
thing.
it's creepy, right?
I haven't done it in a while, but I've been riding my bike more lately.
Yeah, I noticed you did a little 18-mile ride up through Rollingwood and stuff the other day. And
I did, yeah.
Weird.
That was yesterday.
For those of you that don't know,
days ago.
Strava is a fitness app where, let's say you go out and go for a bike ride like JB did, it maps where JB rode and you can see it and when he did it and all that other stuff. And it just kind of logs your workouts, and it's somewhat addictive for me. Anyway.
Yeah, I think it has. I don't use it, but I think Strava has a feature where people can follow you, which is a good idea if it's a woman going for a run by herself or a bike ride by herself, just so people can keep an eye on, at least know where you last were.
But you had to grant Sandy access to see what you do on it, right?
No,
Like it's like a friends thing?
I think I just have a public profile. I think
okay.
you can do it to where it's, you have to request to follow, but I just have a public thing.
And then you get all kinds of, they've gamified everything. Like you get rewards and you can become a local legend and all kinds of stuff.
The KOMs and QOMs are a big deal. King of the Mountain and Queen of the Mountain. So the fastest up they make all these different segments. And you can look at your ranking by gender, age, everything on different segments. And some people go crazy with it.
It's fun.
Well, that's cool. I feel like I might want to try it.
What's funny is when people get so addicted to using Strava, like if for whatever reason they can't put it on Strava, like, oh, my phone's dead or the app, they don't even want to work out.
That's me.
That's me. He immediately checks it when he's done and he's like, it hasn't loaded yet. Why isn't it loaded? I was like, did you not do it if it's not on Strava? He's like, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, if it's not on Strava, it doesn't count.
Exactly. That's how I feel. And I get kind of mad. I had one last week that never showed up on Strava. I'm like, damn it, that's going to hurt my
your numbers.
my goals for the week, right?
It's fun when you get the year-end averages and stuff like that.
That's what I can't wait to see. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Hey, this weekend is Eeyore's birthday party at Peace Park. So there's a lot of new people that have moved to Austin that maybe have never experienced Eeyore's. Eeyore, of course, the donkey from Winnie the Pooh, and it's his 60th this year, I believe. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the 60th. It's not his 60th birthday. It's the 60th
Party.
anniversary of this party. Yeah.
Right. And it's at Peace Park, and it's the adorable donkey Eeyore, and it is a freak show.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, if you're new to Austin, it's easy to go, oh, we've got two little toddlers. We should go down to Eeyore's birthday. That'll be cute. It is a very much a grown-up hippie fest.
It is not for the children. Also, just so you know, the city announced that from now on the weekends, you have to pay to park at Peace Park because of the high demand, not just for Eeyore's birthday this weekend, but every weekend from now on.
Man, is there any place left that's free parking? I mean, they've turned everything into paid parking, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. I've always thought it'd be funny, and I've never worked up the courage to do it, but go to Eeyore, get put on a coat and tie, and go to Eeyore's birthday and just kind of walk around and maybe take a recorder and talk to people. Because there's no one more out of place at Eeyore's than somebody in a coat and tie. People would be looking at you like there's really something wrong with you, while completely ignoring the completely naked guy with a hot dog up his butt. You know what I mean? It just you would be the weird one in the
You
coat
would
and
interview
tie.
that guy with the hot dog up his butt and never ask him about the hot dog.
Right.
Yeah, and if you've never been, bring or take any extracurricular fun stuff. that will put you in that state of mind. If you don't own a drum, you can bring a Home Depot bucket.
Yep.
And get by just the same. And join the drum circles.
And if you're thinking about painting yourself silver, that's already taken. There's always the silver man that's always at Peace Park for Eeyore's birthday. So just like, I'm just thinking about someone that just moved here last year. They live in Round Rock, and they saw that Eeyore's birthday parties at Peace Park, and they got an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old. They're like, oh, that'll be fun. We missed the kite festival, so let's go to Eeyore's birthday party. Yeah, it's not that.
Not
Never
what it
has
is.
been. Never has been.
There will be nudity.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Male and female nudity. And it's the thing there.
Yeah, and it's just one of those days of the year where the police just kind of turn a blind eye to what's happening.
They just keep them all kind of corralled in that one area and just let them do what they do.
And
Just don't hurt anybody.
Yeah, fly your freak flag proudly at Eeyore's this weekend. Coming up on the show today, Stephen Presley is going to join us from at Thunder Pop TV. He's going to talk about the Breakfast Club reunion and what that was all about up in Chicago. Also, there's a really weird movie being made. I think it's weird, about a store that's been closed for years. And I don't know, maybe this is the first step in bringing it back. He's got it for us. And also the CEO of Netflix making really, really big claims about the importance of Netflix. So that's coming up in just a little bit. Up next, Trisha's going to report the news with the story we love. What do you have?
All right. There's something under construction in Austin that is going to take a top title in the city of Austin, but it's also going to take the top title in Texas. Any ideas?
And for those of you listening to us on the iHeartRadio app, make sure you tap that follow button and allow your notifications. It's Austin's 80 station, 103.1. Trisha's got the story we love in just a second. Can you guys help me to remember something to tell everybody about? Trisha, I was not hiding it from Trisha, but Trisha found something of mine that required some explanation. And it was very difficult to explain. I'm talking about that little coin thing that you found, Trisha.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was like, what is this?
Very, very weird. We'll get to that a little bit later on, okay? So stick around.
The stories we love.
From the Lester Holt Studios, the one, the only, Trisha.
So, one of Austin's under construction skyscrapers is about to become the tallest building in this city. It's the Waterline Tower downtown. I know you know which one that is, right, JB?
Yeah, that's like in Rainy area.
Yeah,
I've been watching it go up. It's so wild because I live in Travis Heights, and I mean, there are a lot of people in that neighborhood, in a lot of neighborhoods, who did not have a downtown view before, but now they do because it's just grown up.
So tall.
Does that make sense?
So much.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have downtown views and never had it. Like, I'll give you another example. I was on Lake Austin.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
Last week, and it was kind of sunset, and I was looking towards downtown, like the Longhorn, not the Longhorn Dam, the dam by Hula Hut. And you could see all these buildings, all these buildings downtown that you didn't see anything 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
It's very weird. But yeah, that's going to be the tallest in Texas.
It's going to be the tallest in Austin. It's going to be 74 stories high. Right now, the tallest one is the building at 6th and Guadalupe that's currently 66 stories high. And then eventually when it's finished, they're saying it will be the tallest building in Texas.
These are residential? Are they the office buildings, or do you know?
I'm not sure. I have no idea if it's residential or commercial. I believe it's part residential. There might be some commercial in it as well. But yeah, it's going to be the tallest in Texas.
That would be so bizarre to be up that high. Like, I know people do it all the time, all over the world, and have forever. I've never lived in a high rise. Have either of you at all?
No, and I never would want to. My idea of living is not in a box in the sky. I mean, the hassle that comes with it, it's not for me. I get it. Some people love it, but taking an elevator 30, 40, 50 stories up in the air, you know what I mean? And I forget stuff in my car all the time.
Going back and forth.
And bringing in groceries and all that kind of stuff. And
when they're really tall, they say that you can feel them kind of shifting in the wind. If it's a big wind, that would freak me out.
I wouldn't want it. Where is this? On Rainy Street?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much on Rainy Street. What is it? Right at, where is it?
I don't know. You're the reporter.
I know. I'm trying to look. I'm trying to see what the address is.
So that's how they do it in the big time.
I know. That's why I'm not big time. That's why I'm here.
CNN, they do that all the time.
Where let me look it up. The Waterline Tower.
I think it's off for Rainy.
Huh.
Well,
JB, you pointed out a view once of Austin that looked like Miami when we were going across the Congress Avenue Bridge.
Yeah, if you're at on the Congress Bridge facing downriver. Which is where everybody does the bat viewing, right?
Yep.
There used to be no buildings there, right? There was nothing. There were little houses on Rainy. And there's the Mexican American Heritage Center over there, and there's a rowing center, and there was nothing. Now, when you look at it, those buildings are all just jammed in there, and it's like, am I looking at Miami here? Like, it doesn't look like Austin at all. It is bizarre.
Yeah, it's at the corner of Red River and Cesar Chavez, right across from the convention center. And it's mixed. First 26 floors, office, everything above that residential. Looks really nice.
JB, you mentioned something. You mentioned you were on Lake Austin last week. And the moment you said that, I had a flashback to you and I in like 1997. And a lot of people will find this really, really hard to believe, but it's 100% true. JB and I would be on Lake Austin 3 or 4 days a week and never see another boat.
Yeah.
And never see. And I mean, we were there at like 11.
We'd go after we got off the air. We'd go early, but still,
we would go up and down the lake and not see another. We had the whole lake to ourselves. Boy, we thought we were hot stuff too. Oh, God, did we think we were cool. And we kind of were. That was back when the cigar craze was going on and all that. And man,
now we're just smoking your cigars on the boat.
God, were we cool. I mean, we had a cooler full of cold beer and some cigars, and we're just cruising on the lake going, I wonder what traffic's like on Mopac right now. We're sitting on the lake, the good old days. That's it. That's the information you got there, Trisha?
That's what I got.
All right, stick around because our buddy Stephen Presley from at Thunderpop TV joins us next. There is a movie Stephen said has been greenlit, and when you find out what it is, it's about a business that's been closed forever. You're going to be a little bit surprised. Also, he's going to tell us about the Breakfast Club reunion from the movie that happened in Chicago recently. So stay with us. That and more coming up on Austin's 80s station, 103.1. April is such a great month that it starts with a joke. Who doesn't love that? Hey, it's Sandy. And you know what else I love? My friends Scott and Stacy Feller and their team at Kanga Roof. They're great people who take care of all of my roofing needs, and they've done it for years. Trust me, you want good people when it comes to working on your roof. And Scott and Stacy, they've earned their reputation for honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship. They're great people. They give back to the community, even if they don't like me talking about it. Trust me, I like to brag on them. They don't like it when I do. Kanga Roof has been serving Central Texas families for 25 years. Their teams are incredibly professional, and they always stand behind their work. No matter what kind of crazy weather Central Texas throws our way. That's just part of the reason that Kanga Roof has so many 5-star reviews from so many satisfied customers. So give Scott and Stacy a call. They'll hop to it. You'll see for yourself why Kanga Roof is the best roofing company in town. Find them online at callkangaroof.com. It's the JB and Sandy Show on Austin's 80s station, 103.1. Hey, if you want to win $1,000, be listening at 9 o'clock. That's your first chance today. It's coming up at 9 on Austin's 80s station, 103.1. JB, have you ever had something that your wife, you weren't hiding it, or maybe you were hiding it, and your wife found it, and she asked you what it is, and it's really difficult to explain, and it's kind of the reason that you never flip through someone's phone, because there's stuff in there. Trisha found something. I wasn't hiding it. It was sitting on my nightstand, and it's a little ball marker, okay, for golf. And it's a custom ball maker. My friend Rich had it made. And it's got, I don't know how to, I can't say it on the radio. What it says on it. But it's dirt. It's dirty. Right? I mean, it's dirty and it's dirty. And Trisha's like, what is this?
I go, what is this?
Right. And I was like,
it's like a merit badge, the equivalent of a merit badge at a strip club. That's probably what it looks like, right? The Eagle Scout badges or whatever. Cub Scouts.
Yeah.
It's like you go to a strip club. Oh, yeah, you're a regular customer.
Yeah.
We got a little pin for you.
Oh, today's your 30-day streak. Here's your
90-day visit. I mean, it's a pretty big coin. It's a big for what I thought a golf ball marker was, but it's front and back, and it's got this weird writing on it. It has something to do with clowns, which is weird anyway, and it's dirty.
And it's stamped, like you stamp metal, the letters on it, and it's custom made. And it's just one of those things that, like, I think it happens in every relationship. It's like, it's just too much explaining for me.
I picked it up and I held it up and I go, what is this? He's like, it's too long of a story. I can't explain it. It's too long. Backstory. You wouldn't understand. I was like,
right. And you let it go. And I was impressed. You just let it go. You didn't just keep pushing like, what is it? What is it? What is it? You're just like, whatever, dude. Let a dude be a dude, right?
I got real wound up about it. I was all.
Well, if you knew the whole story behind it, you would say that I hang out with disgusting people.
I already know that you do that based on other stories that I've heard you tell about your friends. But in your defense for that, they're all hilarious.
Yeah, they're all funny.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that, like, I've always said, don't ever flip through my phone. Like my photos, my text messages, because there's so much stuff in there that is absolutely harmless, but
taken out of context.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I learned that early on. I feel like I learned that back when you and JB were originally on the air here in Austin. And I would be sitting there with you and you'd be like, oh, okay, I got to look this up for something y'all were going to talk about. And it was something super weird and random.
Oh, our searches while we're on the radio.
Yeah, your searches. Or when y'all were prepping, like if y'all were talking after the show, okay, well, I'll get a picture. I'll look this up or something. It was always weird, something weird.
Yeah, like never go through a guy's Google searches. Right?
Yeah.
Go to their YouTube history or anything like that. It's just, you're just asking for trouble if you snoop. That's why I don't snoop. I know you don't snoop either. Trisha doesn't snoop on.
I don't snoop.
Because you don't want to find something you don't want to know, right?
Yeah, I mean, you snoop, you're going to find something.
Right.
And I don't feel like dealing with that.
Although I do know that Trisha's got a secret cash hide somewhere in the house.
Yeah, in
Do
the
you
house.
have a cash stash?
I do. I have a cash stash.
In case you have to grab it and go and run.
Mm-hmm. And I also have a secret compartment in my wallet. There's always a $100 bill in. Which I love the security of knowing there's a $100. I don't care how old you are. A $100 bill is always cool. So is a $50 bill.
What trouble could you get into that $100 could fix?
I don't know. What if I see some amazing shoes I have to have? I'm a little short on it. Or what if I go to some fabulous something and they're cash only?
JB, do you have a stash at home, like a just in case stash?
I don't. No,
you don't?
Should I?
Oh,
I guess I
yeah.
should. Well, you're more of a doomsday prepper, though.
Yeah, that's true. And someday I will have.
You probably have one of those. I saw they sell them at Costco. It's like a bucket that you can live off of for like days.
I need to order one. I don't have one.
It's like a survival bucket with this food in it and stuff in it.
Now they're advertising. It's in my algorithm now that now I see this medical emergency kit at home, and it's got like medicines that you would need. You know, you have to talk to a doctor online, and then they send you this box that's full of like antibiotics and iodine and things like that. What?
You got to get that because those things were like gold in The Walking Dead. Man, Those where people would kill you for stuff like that. You need to order a bunch of those. We can have those. Look, I feel really doomsday, but that didn't happen until I watched The Walking Dead.
They had that kind of stuff.
Oh, they would scour abandoned pharmacies and grocery stores for antibiotics and medicine and stuff like that. It was always a big deal when they hit the jackpot.
And you know who's schlepping it on TV, doing the commercials for this? This guy. He doesn't care anymore. He doesn't care. He's like made his money, and he'll sling anything. Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew.
Really?
Yes. He is slinging this on TV. He used to be a pretty, somewhat, irrespectable.
He was pretty reputable.
But Dr. Drew's track record with addicts is not great on television. Remember when he used to treat addicts? They all had troubles after Dr. Drew.
Yeah, but I don't know.
He was a pop culture psychologist.
Yeah.
So it was different.
He was like a Phil McGraw.
But he's a real doctor, right?
I mean, they both are, yeah. But then they got a little strayed from the path and got more Hollywood than doctor, don't you think?
Didn't Dr. Drew used to do the radio show Love Lines?
Yeah.
Which was like a call in, tell us your relationship problems, and they would fix it for you. So anyway. Hey, if you're just joining us, you've missed a bunch of the show, including our chat with Stephen Presley from at Thunderpop TV. Trisha talking about the new building going up in Austin. It's going to be the tallest building in Austin. Did you mention about Round Rock and New Braunfels, Trisha?
No, we didn't talk about that. They're at the list of the top 100 best cities to live in. 8 of them are in Texas, and 2 of them are Central Texas. One is New Braunfels, and one is Round Rock.
New Braunfels is awesome.
Yeah, New Braunfels is really, really booming. Round Rock.
You guys got no love for Round Rock, do you? Going on and on about New Braunfels.
It's just right there. I'm there all the time.
I only go to Round Rock when I want to go to Twin Peaks. I mean, only time I go to Round Rock. But there was something. I noticed this. I was driving back from San Antonio a few weeks ago, and when you go through New Braunfels, is it weird to you guys that Canyon High School is just right there off of I-35?
On the edge of the highway. Yeah, it is bizarre.
It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird. So anyway, 2 fast-growing cities. My point where I was going with all this, if you're just joining us, grab the podcast version of the show on the iHeartRadio app, and we'll do it again from 7 until 8 on Monday. This is Austin's 80s station, 103.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.